Today I am going to read the chapter The Cat by Andrew Barton Patterson. Andrew Barton Patterson, from 1864 to 1941 was his lifetime. He was an Australian poet, essayist, journalist, and he wrote extensively on Australian life. His famous works are Waltzing Matilda and The Man from Snowy River. Now today's text describes the activities of cats. So today I am going to take you into the world of cats. Now this text is a humorous narrative. It is about cats not as they are. It is as they actually are, not as we see them. So before beginning the chapter, see, I have made a difference between cats and dogs. Both are pets. We love cats, we love dogs. Now what is the basic difference between the two animals? Cats are cuddly, like a ball of snow. Loving, they always try to stay close to us, in our laps, on our laps or beside us. They are very lazy, fun-loving, but they are unfaithful because often we find them stealing fish and milk from the kitchen. They are timid. At the slightest sound, they run away. They love to eat mice and milk. They are good hunters because they hunt mice, and they are fond of ease. Now, how are dogs? Dogs are very faithful to their masters. They are very obedient. If you can train a dog well, it can do many work, fetching the ball, fetching the newspaper. They keep guard of our house. They are playful, but at the same time they are serious. Dog is a good watchman, and a dog is always satisfied with what it gets. Never complaining. Leave it alone. It will stay alone in the house with a very sad face, but it will never protest. And when you come back, it will jump and always try to draw your attraction as if it had been forlorn for a long time. A family member who is dependable, it becomes a family member and you can depend on him. Courageous too. You have seen dogs fighting. So what is behind the screen? Behind the screen, cats are also courageous. Have you ever seen a cat and a dog fighting? The cat bends its back in a half circle manner, and the way it puts its paws in front and makes sounds, the dog is often scared of an angry cat. So this is what a cat actually is. Not the timid, the cuddly creature that lies on the sofa of your drawing room. It is also very intelligent at times. It knows the time when to steal, the place from where to steal. It knows the houses in the locality who are careless, from the kitchen from where it can get fish. And it also knows the person who's careful, who's always ready with a stick in hand and is going to beat the cat up and down if he dares to enter his house. So, it is a very humorous story and I am sure that you will like it. Unit 1. Most people think that the cat is an unintelligent animal, fond of ease and caring little for anything but mice and milk. But a cat has really more character than most human beings and gets a great deal more satisfaction out of life. So we have a very common notion that cats are not at all intelligent. They are fond of comfort and caring, and they care little for anything but mice and milk. Whenever they see a mice, they kill it, and whenever they see milk, they try to drink it. But actually a cat has more personality than most human beings. And it knows how to get enjoyment out of life. You know, there is a common Bengali saying that says that কুকুর সবসময় চায় প্রভুর ছেলেরা দুধে ভাতে থাকুক। সে যত ভালো থাকবে বাচ্চারা সেও তত ভালো থাকবে। আর বিড়াল সবসময় চায় যে তার প্রভু যেন নিঃসন্তান হয়, তাহলে কি হবে, সমস্ত আদরটা গিয়ে পড়বে বিড়ালটার উপর আর সে বেশ দুধে ভাতে থাকবে। So this is our general notion. Now coming back to the story, he or she is an athlete, an acrobat and a grim fighter. Now what do you mean by an acrobat? A good gymnast who can bend his body in any way he likes. So the cat, you have seen cats jumping from the first floor terrace downstairs. They have a soft pad beneath their paws. It is shock proof, that is why they are never injured. You chase a dog upstairs, it will come running downstairs or jump from upstairs and never hurt itself. So they are very good athletes, very good runners too, an acrobat and a grim, a serious fighter. It will fight back. When it sees a dog chasing, to a certain point it runs and then it faces the dog. I told you, it bends its back and then makes sound and puts its paws in front, and we often see that the dog is scared of the cat. All day long the cat loafs about the house, takes things easy and allows himself to be pestered by the attentions of the people in the house. So the whole day is fun time for a cat. He roams about easily in the house, takes things in a very natural way and allows people to pester him, and he tries to draw the attention of people in the house. মানে আদর পেতে চায়, কাছাকাছি ঘুরে, হ্যাঁ তুমি তার গায়ে হাত বুলিয়ে দাও, সে সারাক্ষণ চোখ বুজিয়ে পড়ে থাকবে, হ্যাঁ মানে ভীষণ কেয়ারফ্রি লাইফ একটা লিড করে, যেন তার কোনো কাজই নেই। To pass the time away, he sometimes watches a mouse hole for an hour or two. So when he is very bored, sleeping, what does he do? He takes out a little bit of time to worry a mouse. He keeps a close watch at a mouse hole for an hour or two. He spends some time of the day after a mouse, just to keep himself from dying of boredom, because this life is very boring to him. So for some entertainment or for some excitement, he runs after a mouse or the other. People get this idea that this sort of thing is all that holds life for a cat. So we misunderstand cats. We think that this is all that consists of a cat's life. But watch him as the shades of evening fall. Have you seen him when the sun sets and when evening dawns on us? You can see the cat as he really is. This is the right time to judge a cat. বিড়ালের আসল চরিত্রটা সন্ধ্যাবেলায় ধরা পড়ে। Unit 2. When the family sits down to tea, the cat puts in an appearance to get his share. So he's so clever that when it is evening time, when the people of the house sit at the table to have a cup of tea, he comes there. He purrs noisily and rubs himself against the legs of the family members, because along with the tea they have biscuits or cakes or some other snacks. So he wants those. He comes, sits quietly beside the leg of the family members, rubs his body against their legs. If there is a guest at the table, the cat is particularly civil to him. So any day, if he finds that a guest has been invited, what he does is he becomes very civilized, because the guest is likely to have the best of what is offered. See how clever he is. He knows that a person invited to the house will get the best food in the house, in quantity and in quality. cat and says, "Poor pussy, poor pussy." So sometimes what happens, there are many people who takes a bit from their dish and give it to the cat or the dog sitting beside. And there are some people who are scared to give a bit because they think that the cat may grab it from them, and as a result they may get scratched. So what they do is, with mustering a little bit of courage, they try to pat the cat on his head, saying, "Poor pussy, poor pussy." আরে কি সুন্দর বিড়াল আমার, এই বলে সেটাকে আদর করার চেষ্টা করে। The cat soon tires of that. At first the cat sits calmly, taking everything that comes across. Then he gets tired of this patting without any food. It is useless and meaningless to him. He puts up his claw and quietly but firmly rakes the guest in the leg. So what he does is, he puts up his claw and then he scratches the leg of the guest. "Ow," says the guest. "The cat stuck his claws into me." So he's scared, he's nervous. What he wanted to avoid has happened to him. The cat has stuck his claws into the flesh of his leg and scratched his leg. The delighted family remarks, "Isn't it sweet of him? Isn't he intelligent? He wants you to give him something to eat." This is something which happens with us, the people. You see elderly people or new parents, new fathers and mothers, whenever they bring a kid to a home, the first thing they do is, "Recite a poem, dear. You know the numbers, don't you? 1 to 10. Say them serially." তো এটাও ঘটে যে বাচ্চাটি যখন বাড়িতে কারোর বাড়িতে যায়, কি কবিতা শিখেছে সেটা তার উপর অত্যাচারের মতন হয়ে যায়। "বলো তো বাবা, জ্যাক এন্ড জিল শুনিয়ে দাও, এবিসিডি কি সুন্দর যেন, বলো তো এ ফর কি?" আর বাচ্চাটাকে দেখলে অন্যদিকে মুখ করে বসে আছে, একদম ভালো লাগে না। তার মানে এই ফ্যামিলির মা বাবারা বাচ্চাটিকে নিয়ে খুব আহ্লাদিত, সে নতুন কিছু শিখেছে। বাচ্চাটির যে এইসব শুনে শুনে কষ্ট হয়, ভালো লাগে না, এই জিনিসটা তাদের মাথায় আসে না। তারা দেখাতে চায় লোকেদের, "দেখো আমার বাচ্চা কত কিছু জানে।" ঠিক সেই রকমই এখানে বিড়ালটাকে এতক্ষণ আদর করছিল, ওর ভালো লাগছিল না। এবার বিড়ালটা যখন গেস্টকে একটু আঁচড়ে দিল, তখন বাড়ির লোকেরা উল্লসিত, "দেখেছো কি চালাক, ও আঁচড়ে দিয়েছে তোমার ক্ষতি করার জন্য না, একটু মাছ চাইছে, কি ইন্টেলিজেন্ট বলো আমাদের বিড়ালটা।" আর যে বেচারা আঁচড়টা খেয়েছে সে তো তখন মনে মনে অভিসম্পাদ দিচ্ছে। The guest dares not do what he would like to do. Even we would have done the same thing if we got a chance. The guest, what did he want to do? Kick the cat out of the window. পায়ের কাজ, একটুখানি বিড়ালটাকে ছুঁয়ে দাও, সে বেটা যাক জানলার বাইরে। Kick him out of the window. So with tears of rage and pain in his eyes, he affects to be very much amused. He cannot enrage his hosts. So what he does, he's very angry. He has tears of anger and pain. It is paining, it is burning. The wound is burning. So he has pain in his eyes. But he shows as if he is so much amused by the words of his hosts. And what he does is, he sorts out a bit of fish from his plate and hands it down. একটু মাছ নিয়ে দিয়ে দিল, মনে মনে ভাবছে, "ধরা না একবার বাগে পাই", মুখেটা হাসি দিয়ে, "হ্যাঁ দিচ্ছি", এইরকম ভাবে। The cat gingerly receives it with a look in his eyes that says, and what does the cat do? He's very careful. He stays at a safe distance from the guest because he does not want a kick on his back. So he receives it with carefulness, and what he says, his eyes seem to speak. What do they say? "Another time, my friend, you won't be so slow to understand." বুঝেছো, পরের বার যেন দিতে দেরি না হয়। He purrs as he retires to a safe distance from the guest's boot before eating his food. So he takes a bit of fish from the guest and he retires to a safe distance, goes to a safe place quite far from the guest's boot and starts eating the food. Unit 3. When the family has finished tea and gathers round the fire, the cat casually goes out of the room. what he wanted to, he leaves the room. True life now begins for him. Now there is no time to waste, no time for laziness. He saunters down his own backyard, springs to the top of the fence, drops lightly down to the other side. So first he walks in a relaxed manner to his own backyard, by pichone ruchone, springs to the top of the fence. He leaps and lands on the top of the fence and then drops lightly on the other side of the fence. He trots across and skips to the roof of an empty shed. So there is an unused room there, an empty shed. So he skips to the roof of that shed. His movement becomes lithe and panther-like. So he's very careful now, just like a panther. He looks carefully from one side to another and moves without making any noise because he has many enemies around. For he has so many enemies. Who are his enemies? Dogs and small boys with stones. First and foremost, dogs who are always roaming about in the neighborhood. Whenever they get a chance of running after a cat, they never leave the stone unturned. So the dog is his main enemy. And who's the second enemy? Small boys with stones. Actually, small boys with stones are not only naughty, they are very dangerous because they always search for an opportunity to make use of the stone. They break the glass window of your stone. When they throw the stone, aiming at a mango, hits the aim and the stone hits the window, the glass pane, and breaks it. So they are very dangerous. They throw stones at birds. They not only throw stones, sometimes you have seen that they also tie firecrackers with the tail of dogs and laugh at whatever they have done. Actually, they do not know what pain they cause to animals by doing so. It is only for entertainment. They find immense joy by scaring dogs, cats, birds and other animals, and they also find immense joy when elderly people shout at them, curse them. They run away giggling and again they start doing the same thing. So young boys, small boys with stones are great enemies of cats. On top of the shed, the cat arches his back and rakes his claws once or twice through the soft bark of the old roof. So on top of the shed, what does the cat do? It arches its back, bends its back, and then it scratches the bark of the old roof with its claws. He stretches himself a few times to see if every muscle is in full working order. Like when we get up from sleep, we yawn, we stretch our hands in this way. So even they test every muscle whether it is working perfectly. Then drooping his head. Drooping his head means lowering his head near his paws. He sends a call across a call to his kindred. He calls his near ones. Are you ready? Can we go out? So this is a call to his kindred. Before long, cats don't waste time now. They have wasted all the time during daytime. So now they do not waste time. They come gliding graceful shadows. Why shadows? Because it is evening and in the darkness you can just see the shadows of the cats. No longer are they the meek creatures who an hour ago were mewing for fish and milk. They had been moving along with you for a little bit of fish. So now they are not such timid creatures. They are now serious fighters, ready to fight. So survival for the fittest, we say. Just think how much more he gets out of his life than you do out of yours. So if you give a thought, you will see that our life is far more boring than theirs. See, you wake up early in the morning. There's mother who always reminds you to brush your teeth, wash your face, take your breakfast and sit down to study. Or maybe you have to go for your tuition classes. As soon as you come, before going, you dress up, take bath, have food and then you go to your tuition classes and from there you have to go to school. So school is the only place where you can have a little bit of fun and frolic, a little bit of naughtiness and then again you have to study throughout the day, different routines, interesting and uninteresting classes, and then there are teachers who scold you for your misbehaviors or your naughtiness or for playing nuts and crosses or hand cricket, the backbench. And then again you have to, after the school is over, you have to go for your tuitions and then go back home, do your homework and then go to bed. So nothing exciting in your life. Now compare this life to that of the cats. They have a gala time, loitering about throughout the day and then having full excitement as evening falls. And the sports, they have to think about the sports. As they get older, they go in for sport to the suburban backyards. So when they grow old, they are no more physically fit or alert as they were during their younger days. So they go to the suburban backyards where they can hunt moles, rats, lizards. These backyards that are dull to us are to them hunting grounds where they have more gallant adventure than King Arthur's knights ever had. So Adventures of King Arthur's Knights have been referred here. You have read in class 8 King's Tale, where King Arthur, the son of Uther Pendragon, he had many knights who served their country. They were gallant. They undertook many adventures to save the lives of the citizens, the feeble, the old, the weak, the women and the children of their country. So the life of the cat has been compared to the gallant life of the cat, not the complete life. The gallant part of the cat's life has been compared to the chivalry of King Arthur's knights. It is always spoken as a reproach against cats. We very often blame cats that they are more fond of their home than of the people in it. As I had said, that they do not like the people. It is only for their self-interest that they move about the people in the house. Actually, they like the home. Natural. This is quite natural. The cat doesn't like to leave his country, the land where all his friends are. He doesn't want to leave the place where he lives. Why? Because he knows it thick and thin. Every nook and corner of the place of the neighborhood where he lives. So very often people blame cats that they are more fond of the house itself than the people living in it. Naturally, because it does not want to leave the place. It is known to the cat and it knows every nook and corner of the neighborhood. It is a place where he has all his friends and he knows every landmark. Exiled in a new land, he will have to learn a new geography. So if he is taken to another place, he will have to learn the geography of that land, and then only he can choose a house, where to go out, where dogs live, where there is danger for him, where danger is lurking at the corner of the street. So he does not want to leave his place. Very often we have found that cats are tied in sacks and then taken to some other places and left there. And it's quite surprising that they come back home. Know the place very well actually. So they do not want to change the house. That is why they do not leave the old house. So when the family moves, the cat, if allowed, will stay at the old house and attach himself to the new tenants. So suppose you leave the house and go to someplace else, the cat is not ready to move with you. He will be waiting there for another tenant to come, and then he is going to make himself acquainted with them and he will stay in that house itself. But see the difference with the dogs. The dog will never leave you. He will leave the house, but he will never leave you. He will give them the privilege of boarding him while he enjoys life in his own way. He will stay there as if he is the landlord. He is giving the tenants the privilege of boarding him. ওরা যখন থাকছে, থাকতে দিচ্ছে এটাই অনেক। আর সে নিজের মতন জীবন কাটিয়ে যায়। তাহলে সে এই জন্য ওই জায়গাটা ছাড়তে চায় না, কারণ সেই জায়গাটা তার কাছে অত্যন্ত ভালোভাবে পরিচিত, সে সমস্তটা জানে। কোন বাড়িতে কেয়ারলেস ল্যান্ডওনার আছে যে মাছের পাটি ঢাকা খুলে রাখে, কোন বাড়িতে কুকুর আছে ওরে বাবা ওখানে ঢোকা যাবে না, কোন পাড়ার ছেলেটা দোষী ওখানে যাওয়া যাবে না। তো নতুন করে কোথাও গেলে তুমি আমার সমস্ত মুখস্থ করতে হবে, জানতে হবে, তার আগে হয়তো প্রাণটাই চলে যাবে। That is why he is not ready to leave the house. He stays in the place where he has been so long. So this is a wonderful text on the life of the cats and how interesting their life is, far more interesting than the life that we lead. So it's not only an interesting story, very humoristic indeed. I hope you have understood the text along with the video clip. You are going to get your study material. So study seriously at home. You are class 10, you know. Stay safe at home.